Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Hey, if you're new to the channel, how about hitting that subscribe button so you get notified of all future videos I produce, whether they be tool reviews, DIY projects, product reviews, automotive repair, whatever they may be. You know I'm always looking out for you guys. So today I'm doing a review, a long-term review of my Dewalt corded reciprocating saw. Now the reason I'm doing this review is because one of my subscribers asked me a little while back to do a review or a comparison between a corded reciprocating saw and a cordless reciprocating saw. This was back when I did a review of the Ryobi cordless reciprocating saw, and since then I've also done a review of the Hart brand, the Hart Tools reciprocating saw, cordless reciprocating saw. So I figured I would do a comparison, long-term review, and review of the Dewalt reciprocating saw, which I've owned for many, many years. Now this reciprocating saw, I've owned it for several years, maybe 16, 17 years, somewhere around there. When I bought this house that I have right now, I had many, many projects to tackle at the beginning, and one of the tools I didn't have and found very useful to have was a reciprocating saw. So that's when I got this one. So I'm going to basically tell you a little bit about this one. You can't get this one anymore, so don't get your hopes up. But you can get a better one that they have available right now. So I'm going to show you how this one is, what it does, everything about it, and how they've improved on it. So let me take it out of the box so I can show it to you a little bit better. I still keep it in the original box because I find it convenient to keep it organized, and I keep the tool and all the blades and everything together in here. I still have the original instructions and everything that came with it, all my blades and everything all in one place, and the Allen key, which this one does need to be able to change the blade. So here you go. Here is the Dewalt reciprocating saw. This one is model DW303. And like I said, they don't make this anymore. This is an old-fashioned one. Like I said, on the head right here, you need an Allen key to be able to replace the blades. They stopped doing that a long time ago. Now they have a quick change where it's a little tab that you pull up, and you pull it up to release, you put in the blade, take it out, etc. So now it's much, much easier to do that. The longevity of that tab, I don't know, because I'm still using the old Allen key. This will last forever. How long that tab will last, I really don't know. But this has been a good tool for me. I've used it for pretty much everything. Just to give you a rough idea, I mean, I've moved walls around. I have redone plumbing, cut black pipe, cut plastic pipe, PVC pipe, etc., studs, all sorts of stuff. This house had a really huge patio in the backyard when I bought it, but it was dry rotted, full of termites, all sorts of stuff. So I had it come down, and I took it down all by myself using this puppy right here. And it worked like a champ. I've, moved pipes around and stuff, never had a problem with it. So as far as durability goes, it's been very good to me. If the new ones are anywhere near as good as this one, then I don't see any problem with buying a Dewalt brand reciprocating saw, a corded reciprocating saw. I'm not going to speak to the cordless ones in this video. I'll leave that for another video. Comparing this corded to the cordless reciprocating saws that I've already done, I'm going to put links up here where you guys can go and watch those videos, because I'm not going to redo it all right here, right now. But I'm going to put links up here. You can go watch the Ryobi video that I did of their cordless reciprocating saw, and I also did a Hart brand reciprocating saw. You can watch those too and decide for yourself what is best for your project and your specific needs. Cordless have one purpose and corded have another purpose. If you're near an electrical supply, this is going to be the best tool for you because it gives you infinite power, good strong power every single time. You don't have to worry about batteries draining out on you or anything like that, or having multiple batteries to be able to swap it out. If you are in a place where you have no power, then the cordless is going to be a much better tool to use in that situation. So each one has its pros and cons. This one is a much heavier, beefier tool. This weighs around 7 or 8 pounds, something like that, which is much heavier than the cordless tools. So bear that in mind. It is going to be heavier, and it's going to be a little bit more tiresome, so you'll build up a little bit of arm muscle there. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that this tool being heavier and stronger makes it easier to make a lot of cuts because it helps push through the blade as you're cutting. And secondly, it has no vibration. I use this tool. Whenever I use it, I feel nominal vibration, where the smaller, more compact, lightweight, cordless ones have much more vibration than this one does. So bear that in mind when you're making your decision which tool to get. Now, like I said, this one does not exist anymore. Currently, I got this at Home Depot, by the way. When I bought it, I got it at Home Depot. I paid 80, 90 bucks, somewhere around there, and the prices are still relatively about the same. Currently, they have 2 models. When I got this one, they only had 1. But currently, Dewalt has 2 models available at Home Depot. They have a 10 amp and a 12 amp. This is only a 6.5 amp, and it's been very good to me. So the new ones are even stronger. Now, they generally all do about the same stuff, so I'm going to go really quickly through it in, in all their details. Like I said, this is a 6.5. Currently, you can get a 10 amp or a 12 amp. This one it's a variable speed. All 3 of them are variable speed. And this one does 0 to 2400 SPMs, which is strokes per minute. The 10 amp does 0 to 2800 SPMs. The 12 amp does 0 to 2900 SPMs. So you can choose, not much of a difference there, but you can choose whatever you want. They both have 1 1/8 stroke length, which is the length of the cut. This one only has a 1 position place to put the blade. The good thing is you can put the blade this way facing down, or you can swap it and put it facing up. So you can do cuts in both directions, down and up. The new ones now, they've improved the head where you have 4 positions for the blade. So you can have it facing up or down, or you could have it facing sideways, going left or right. So it'll face either way. That way you can get into trickier situations where maybe this one might be a little bit inconvenient to use. So the 4-position blade setting is an advancement that they've made over this one. The keyless blade change, also something that they have modified from the days that I got this one. Like I said, this one was around 70, 80 bucks, maybe close to 90, somewhere in there. The 10 amp one runs $89 currently, and the 12 amp runs $119 currently. So you choose what do you think is best for your given situation. And when I bought this one, it only had a 1-year warranty on it. The new ones come with a 3-year warranty on them. And they look the same. Still, the rubber molding up here, the yellow body back here, no rubber molding on the handle back here, but it's not really necessary. I've never had a problem with it. The opening is nice and big. That way, if you're wearing gloves or anything, you can fit your hand in here without any problems whatsoever. And like I said, you have a fixed shoe, so it is not movable on all 3 of these models that I'm talking about right now. And it is good and sturdy. I mean, you can bang this up against anything. It will not bend or break or any of that because it is pretty thick steel. So, I mean, you can see right there, it is pretty sturdy. So if the new ones are anywhere near as sturdy as this, you should not have a problem whatsoever. So, let's put this baby to do some cutting and we'll see how it works. Okay, so I set up a 2x2 here in the vise, and we're going to cut through that and see how it does. One thing I was going to mention about this saw that I like is that it has a really long cord. Not all tools will do this. This one has an 8-foot cord, which is really, really long. Like right now, I don't need to use an extension. I just plug it in to the outlet right close to me here. So that's a very convenient feature. So I put in the wood cutting blade, and like I said, this is the same one I used in that Ryobi test. And let's see, this is a variable speed unit, so you can feather the trigger to whatever speed you need, just in case I didn't mention that. So So it has a lot of different choices of what you can do. But one thing I'm going to say off the bat, I think it's pretty obvious that a electrical corded unit is going to be much stronger than a cordless, but I'll let it speak for itself. So let's start cutting right here. So that made pretty short work out of all this stuff. Did a pretty good job there. And it does have plenty of power for a 6-amp motor. Now let's change this around. I'll put something else in here. All right, this is a piece of laminate flooring. It's a little bit longer. Let me show you what I put in here so you can see what I'm cutting through. It's a little bit longer unit, and it's a composite kind of material. So let's cut through this and see how it handles it. That's the benefit of having variable speed there. You can see I can feather the trigger so I don't get a lot of vibration as I'm cutting it. And there you go. Let's cut something else. All right, let's cut through a 2x4. See how it handles that. No problem at all. Let's cut some metal. All right, so let's cut through a metal pipe. Hollow metal pipe, but it's still metal pipe. Let's see how it handles. That'll handle that. Okay, there you go, guys. So as you see, we did the testing and the review of the Dewalt corded reciprocating saw. Like I said, you can see right here what a long cord this has. I think that is a very good feature. A lot of companies cheap out and give you a really short cord. This one is really good as far as that goes. And one thing I didn't mention earlier is that I have used this thing for so many different things, even beyond what they're meant to be used for. Before I got a chainsaw, which I'll put a link up here so you guys can go see the review I did of the pole chainsaw that I got. This was my chainsaw before I got that one. And I may have been crazy at the time. Maybe I was a little ahead of my time. I don't know. But I used this baby to cut tree branches up to about that thick. And it tackled it. No problem whatsoever. Of course, at the time, I was using your regular wood blade to cut it. Since then, I've noticed and I found that they sell these really aggressive blades. You can see how aggressive that is. And compared to the wood blade, you can see the difference in the two blades right there. And now they're actually selling blades so you can cut trees with these things. So that tells you how versatile and durable these corded reciprocating saws can be. You can do almost anything with them. So I think it's a good tool to invest and keep in your toolbox. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it basically gave you a good comparison of what a corded tool can do versus a cordless tool. Go watch those other videos, like I say, if you want a lot more detail about the Ryobi and the Heart. And I'll be making more videos in the future about cordless and corded tools like this one, so you can have good information and good comparison so you can pick what's best for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Remember to click that subscribe button so you get notified of all future videos. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.